Hello and welcome to another vlog at a theme park with Axel and Sean.
Here we are today at Flamingo Land in York. All I know is that it was 3 hours to get here, so I hope this theme park is going to be worth it. As you can see behind us, there is Sick, the new roller coaster, so I'm looking forward to riding that. I've been here once before, maybe about 10 or 15 years ago, so it's all going to be feeling new and fresh to me.
I've never been here before.
Sean's never been here before, so without further ado, let's get into the park and let's get riding. Okay, and we are here. It is 11 o'clock. We've headed straight towards Sick as it is just opening, and there is a 5-minute wait, or at least advertised at 5 minutes. So we'll see how true this is. So first things first, what I do want to say, the station of Sick is nothing to rave about. It's, I just think it's pretty plain, it's pretty boring. It's got some lights, it's got some music in there. And the thing is, they've got one train going on it. They're putting them out of the station every 7 minutes, it feels like. Instead of 5-minute queue, how long was we waiting in there for, Sean?
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
So whatever they say the queue time is,
just add 40 minutes.
Yeah, just times it by 10 or something.
Just add 40 minutes onto it. The ride itself, though, is pretty good. Yeah.
It's one of the better roller coasters I've ever been on in the UK, especially.
Yeah.
Like it's right up there with like Swarm, Nikon.
Yeah. So true.
You know, it's worth coming to this park just to go on that roller coaster. It's that good.
The only thing I don't like about it is the same as Velocity, to be honest. I've not been on Velocity yet, but you can see it's right next to each other, and they don't have any like. Well, Sick goes round at like a pool or a pond kind of thing, but there is no scenery there. It's just flat land, you know, and that it's just pretty boring. Obviously, the ride itself makes up for the lack of theming or the lack of scenery or whatever you want to call it. But that said, there isn't. It doesn't go around much. It's just the ride itself.
I don't really care about that too much. You know, I get what you're saying, but that doesn't bother me. I'm not really aware of what's going on around me. I'm more just like, you know, getting thrown out of my seat. I've only got a lap bar.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
So the hang time on that, when you are upside down, literally, you're only being held in by that lap bar. You feel it
so
holding
funny.
you in on your legs. It's pretty good.
It's so funny.
It's so good. Out of 5 though.
5.
5 out of 5. 100%. I like that ride.
I couldn't give it any less.
Now, across the theme park community, there is a lot of controversy on the name. So, of course, we cannot do this vlog without mentioning the name itself. S-I-K, Sick. It is named after a clothing brand, because I think they're the one that sponsored the ride or something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about the name?
I think it's good. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, the fact that it's 108 foot, the fact that it's got 10 inversions, 5 different kinds of inversions. I think the name Sick fits it quite well, to be honest.
Right in there with the name Smiler, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the fact that it is going upside down 10 times,
yeah.
It fits it. It's trying to make you sick.
Would come out of there and be sick.
Yeah.
Not me, but you know.
I don't see it as a bad thing.
I've seen people be sick on Icon. What's Icon? Icon? Why is it called Icon? You know what I mean? It's pretty crap
I think
names
Icon's
out
the worst name.
Yeah? Pretty crap names out there.
Alright, let's find something else to go on. The queue times in here are quite high. Mumbo Jumbo is 120 minutes.
Yeah, not doing that.
Hero is 60 minutes. I don't know what Kumali is, I don't even think it's open yet. Velocity was right out of the station. So we're going to try and find something, and yeah, let's go on it. See you on the next ride. Next up, we've decided on Cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. We're just sat opposite right now. We've just come off it.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. It's like, what is it, detonator and ice blast in one. Love it.
You go up.
Well, you shoot up.
Yeah. And then you bounce a couple of times, and then you go back up and drop.
And drop down.
It's well good.
I love that ride. It gives you a proper rush. It's amazing, isn't it? Like the anticipation. What I don't like, well, it's a good thing, but I don't like it is before it sets off, it like does this bouncing motion, like getting ready, and that proper builds anticipation.
I love it.
And then it just shoots you up, and then it gets, obviously does its thing, and it takes you back to the top, and it drops you down. Well, that drop, I don't know if it's taller or shorter than Detonator, but it gives you a proper rush, man. It feels like you are plummeting to the ground, and there is nothing stopping you.
Honestly. So hot today as well.
And to say it's 30 foot shorter than Ice Blast, it still packs a punch on that chute. Amazing. Good ride.
I think that makes it a bit more oomph, because it's not going to go up as high.
True.
So you just hit the top and then boom, back down.
Yeah. We did wait 30 minutes for it.
About 30 minutes, I think it was more 25.
But the queues here today are absolutely wild. So long. And it is 25 degrees, so you are, especially in that queue then, you are cooking.
I know, I think I've got a different colour being in that queue. Velocity. Don't like it. Not at all.
So we've just come off Velocity, and as you've just heard Sean there, repeat that, Sean.
Don't like it.
Do not like it. So came off that ride.
1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. My only words when I came off that ride was 2 words, and that was death trap. And then the woman in front of me burst out laughing, and with agreement.
It was torture.
That ride was torture. That ride was pain. That ride was uncomfortable. That ride was not enjoyable. I'll say the launch on that ride was pretty good.
Yeah.
But the position that you're in on the ride is not comfortable in the slightest. Before it sets off, it has this big clunk noise, which does not sound healthy one bit.
That with all the pain I was in.
Exactly. Seriously, man, that ride is not good whatsoever. The concept, the idea, fantastic. The execution, I do not like it one bit. Death trap, hate it, not for me.
The concept's all right, but there's no theming.
Yeah, again, no theming. You've got the bike, you've got music in the station, and that is the theming. The theming is the train.
Rubbish. It's absolutely rubbish, honestly. If I hadn't been on 2 good rides already, if that was my first ride, I'd be like, Flamingo Land is absolutely not worth coming to. But luckily, they've got. Honestly, I dread to think what this park would have been like without Sick.
Exactly. I was just about to say, we've been on Sick, we've been on Cliffhanger, and we've been on Velocity.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Flamingo Land after your first 3 rides within 2.5 hours?
It's a lot of queue times. It's not run very well. Like, they've just got like 2 guys on each ride, just like you know.
Yeah.
Taking
Check your
their sweet
restraints.
time.
Check them again.
Yeah.
Just have one more go checking them.
Like when you go to Alton Towers or Fort Park or even Blackpool, It's like a military operation, man. There's like one on each side, just like boom, 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 boom.
Send them.
Go.
Yeah.
It's like, I get maybe they're trying to be safe here, but it feels like they're just being
No.
a bit lethargic.
Yeah. Just feels like there's no rush.
No rush.
No rush whatsoever at Flamingo Land.
No.
The trains will be sent when they get sent.
Yeah.
No rush. You know what I mean? What are you in a hurry for? At the moment, we're currently waiting for the train.
Yeah.
But there's no schedule, it seems. So I don't know when it's due, how long we're waiting for. Again, no rush, no schedule, doesn't matter.
It's all a guess.
Yeah. So,
it's only £40, each.
yeah, only.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like there's a bloody, what's it called? There's a cost of living crisis going on. You know what I mean? Hire some more people, get things running more, get people their money's worth, man.
Have some urgency about yourself.
Been on 3 rides in 3 hours, it's like what? Even at Thorpe Park in the peak of summer, during their carnivals thing, we got on
Everything.
5 times as many rides as we did in the same time.
Yeah, yeah. In the first 3 hours, we was like, we've nearly done everything.
We practically had. It's only a few flat rides.
But yeah, well, I guess we'll wait for this train. And
We got on 3 roller coasters in the first hour.
I thought we did, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. After the first hour, like 3 hours, we were saying we've nearly been on everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been 3 hours and I've been on one decent roller coaster, one very good roller coaster.
And that's not because of the massive queues. There is only massive queues because the staff are just taking their sweet time.
Mumbo Jumbo or whatever it's called.
Look at that absolute beast of a ride. Closed. Not happy about that. I will be demanding a refund. Kumali. Closed. Mumbo Jumbo. Advertised at 60 minutes. Can't believe it, can you, Sean?
I actually can't.
What's your rating of Mumbo Jumbo, Sean?
Mumbo Jumbo?
Yeah.
I'd say 3 out of 5.
Yeah, the ride's not too bad. It's a fun, quirky little coaster. Yet again, there's not one bit of theming around it. It's just plopped in the middle of some land, you know, given a name to try and fit with a theme park. And there you have it. It's got some cool little twists and turns in it. It's a fun ride. I don't think it's worth waiting 40 minutes for, which we did.
No, I think 40 minutes would be fine if it was like a more interesting queue. Because like, you know, it is the middle of summer and all that. I didn't think we waited too long for it, but like, I wouldn't wait. Like the queue times were saying like an hour and a half. stuff when we first got it. 2 hours. I wouldn't wait 2 hours for it. 40 minutes is just about the most I would wait for it. You know what I mean? It's good. It is good. Like, I've never been on a roller coaster like it before, and it is a world record for the drop.
Yeah, steepest drop. It's in the Guinness World Records, or was.
Yeah, but it's broke down twice since when we were in the kit. And
Yep.
then,
And when we left, it broke down again.
yeah, and then it's just like one of them things where it's like, oh, they're just so inefficient with the queues, man. It does me head in. The whole staff just have absolutely no urgency. And I get it's a hot day, but I get the impression that doesn't make one bit difference. And that it's just always really just like not as good as other theme parks, man.
True. All the way down to the food. Now check this clip out. Before I eat, I've just got to make a statement. Here's what I've got. Burger and fries. Simple burger and fries. Yeah, we're eating at the Zanzibar bar. I think that's what it's called. How long did it take, Sean, for burger and
15
fries?
minutes.
15 minutes we're waiting. Just while the guy on his phone, we're watching him on the phone. The guy in the back was cooking on his phone, chilling. No rush, once again. In the food place. No rush. Absolutely abysmal, poor service. Once again, from Flamingo Land. It's becoming a joke. And as you're seeing in that clip, they do not care how long your food is going to take. They're just chilling there. One guy, as I said, was on his phone while he's flipping burgers.
Yeah, the one guy cooking all the food. I looked up and I was like, well, that's why our food's taking 15 minutes for 2 cheeseburgers.
2 cheeseburgers at the fast food place. There is no urgency whatsoever in this whole park, and Flamingo Land is quickly becoming the worst theme park in the UK for me. 100%. It is getting on my last nerve, yeah.
It's already there for me.
Kumali's just opened. It says there's a 10-minute queue on the app.
Oh, that would be half hour.
So we're heading over there now, and I swear down if it's more than it says on the app, I'm gonna get triggered so badly. They don't want it. They do not want it. Let's see what happens, shall we?
I won't see. Down.
Don't get me started. So we're at the exit of Kumali. It was literally, from the last clip, it's been about 30 seconds. Within those 30 seconds, we've come into the queue line of Kumali. There's been a lady that passed by us. She asked us if we was VIP, and she gave us her VIP pass to Kumali. There's only Kumali left on it, and she didn't want it because earlier it was closed or something. So we decided to go up the exit, which is where you go for the VIP, and everybody is walking out. The riders broke down once again.
Worst theme park I've ever been to.
I've had enough of this.
Appalling.
If I hadn't paid so much for it, today it was £33 to come into the park because we got a discount, I'd be going home. This park is worth £20 maximum.
Should we just go to the zoo?
included. I've had enough. I'm going to look at Hero. I'll probably go to the zoo, sick one more time, and I'm going home. I've had it.
100%. This is a joke.
I'm done. I do not like this park. And so it is time for Hero, Defenders of Earth. Let's see if people say it's as painful as they say. I don't know, it looks it. Well, let's have a go ourselves.
What are we doing a review? What's it called again?
Hero.
Hero. Awful. Worst experience I've ever had on a roller coaster. It was like being. I almost filed a police report for assault. It was that bad. I felt like I was tricked on there with a cool looking ride, and then I just got mashed up for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh my god, my shoulder's still hurting.
It looks like something out of a Saw movie. It feels like something out of a Saw movie.
Feels like something out of a Jackie Chan movie.
Seriously. Although looking at it from the outside, the lift hill is cool. I've never seen anything like that in my life. But what you get in, it's a torture device. It's a torture rack. Seriously, it is a torture rack.
I've heard people say that, so now I fully appreciate that. It sucks.
Yeah. Painful. Bad. The way it takes the corners, it smashes you around to the side. Your shins are hurting, your shoulders are hurting, your arms are hurting because it's locked in. There is nowhere to move. You cannot move on that ride.
Do not go to Flamingo Land.
I know. It's bad to say.
The zoo's alright. If you want a nice day out for a zoo and you feel like you want to try out, like, you know, 1 or 2 of the roller coasters, go on 1 or 2 of the roller coasters. Don't go on all of them. You waste your time. There's that one I saw.
I never thought though that a theme park would make me feel this way. Theme parks are my happy place, and this place has caused me the most pain and distress of any theme park I've ever been to.
He's hated it.
It's not worth it.
When he was eating his food, he was just there seething. Oh, it was hilarious.
Wallaby Walkway. You want to go in?
Yeah, of course not.
No feeding the wallabies. Just locked that. Here we go. Let's see if we can spot a wallaby. Or it might attack us. Here they are, little wallabies. Just chilling. That's a bigger one, isn't it? These ones on this side are the friendly ones, but on that side they need to be caged. And here's the wallaby household. There's the family on the porch.
There's the bodyguard.
Yeah, there's the bodyguard. That's funny, that, isn't it?
I'll just still sit there. I can do that, I think it's good.
And here we are, observing the baboons drinking out of the water. Don't know why they're all travelling over this direction, but they're all going somewhere. Look, they're having a meeting. All of the baboons are having a meeting. That one can't be bothered. Going the other way. That's intimidating.
It's a nail, that.
Prince of Thieves upon the sea so blue. I'd ride the waves from land to land, patch an iron hook on hand. I'd finally be a someone, not a who. Being a pirate means to me. How I wish I could be a proper legendary adventurer like the captain.
You'd think with Flamingo Land just opening a new ride, sick, that they'd have a lot of branded merch. But I could not find one thing today with the words Flamingo Land on it. There might have been a t-shirt, I'm not too sure. Yeah, there was one t-shirt, but nothing else. Sick has got its own shop. You have to go in the shop to get to the ride, and you exit the shop. You exit through the shop once you finish the ride as well. And in there, it's just a load of sick branded merch. So obviously, sick silk clothing. No pin badges, no mugs, nothing of the sort. Flamingo Land, you really need to up your game. Merch, atmosphere, rides, queue times. Please do something about it, because it really is not up there in the UK. It does not compare to Blackpool, Alton Towers or Thorpe Park. It's not up there, I'm afraid. Just don't cut it. So we finished the day as we started. The last ride we've just had was on Sick, and I'm telling you now, that ride really does save this park, because this park would just be pain, torture, mayhem, and many people without their t-shirts on. That was the worst part about, one of the worst parts about it for me.
It wasn't great.
No, I don't know what it is. It's only 25 degrees, but there's been many people today that have not had the t-shirts on.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crap day, but like you said, Sick saved it. Ironically, Sick is a sick ride.
Yeah. So I've come to Flamingo Land today because obviously Sick's open, and there has been a few other rides that we've not been on. Sean's never been on any of them. I've not been on Hero, I've not been on Mumbo Jumbo. There's a few others that I've wanted to get back on. So obviously it's been years and years since I have. I won't be coming back anytime soon. I will not be in a hurry to come back, even for Sick. I've done it twice. That's good enough, because the rest of the park doesn't
stack up.
No, it doesn't force you to come back. You know, there isn't many other things to come back for. It's one and done.
Atmosphere either.
Exactly, it's not a good atmosphere here whatsoever. I haven't enjoyed Flamingo Land. Have you?
Enjoyed parts of the day. I like the zoo. The zoo's good. Sick's good. The launch tower's good, and that's about it really. Mumbo Jumbo was alright, I guess.
Yep.
It's not worth driving 90 miles for.
Exactly. So, from me, Axel.
And me, Sean.
We'll see you on another video. Au revoir.